Welcome, welcome, welcome. Margaret, I see you in the house. Good evening, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this live stream. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all doing well. Hello, Margaret. Hello, hello. How was your day, Margaret? Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here, Margaret. How was your day? Thank you for the love hearts. Thank you for the love hearts, Margaret. I hope you can hear me clearly. You can hear me clearly and you can see me clearly. Paul Francis, how you doing, brother? How was your day? Welcome to this live stream. I hope you are okay. My day was good. That's from Margaret. That's good, Margaret. Nice to see you here, Margaret. Paul Francis. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my space. Welcome to my channel. Alisewa is in the house. Alisewa, how you doing? How was your day? Welcome to this live stream. I hope you're okay, Alisewa. Me, I'm good. My day was good. I had a nice time at work. And it's nice to see you here. We have 4 million people in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And like the live stream as you come in. Like the live stream as you come in. Feel at home, feel at home. Feel free to interact with each other. That's good of you. And it was so nice to It was so nice to see you waiting. And you had already liked the live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So today we want to talk or discuss a little bit about the challenges of working abroad. Thanks for the visit, bro. Oh, all right, Alisewa. All right. But I hope, Alisewa, you'll do something with your channel. I saw your comment. Yes, yes, yes. I want to see. I want to see you do something with your channel, Alisewa. Yeah, because when you come and talk here about how to do, how to improve our views or to boost the views in our channels, then we need to act upon that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Alisewa, stop being lazy. Do something, Alisewa. Do something. Do something. If you think maybe you have any difficulty to do that, maybe you can reach me out on IG, Dida_Safari. Can reach me out. But I want to see you do something. I'll keep on checking. I'll keep on checking on you until I see that there's a change. Do something on the banner, your description, put a nice profile, even if you don't want to show your face. Yeah. All right. Guys, you can see the topic, challenges of working abroad. I've been receiving, I'm a bit busy, bro. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, but I hope when you get free time, you'll do something on it. Yeah, so guys, I've been receiving videos, not videos, but messages, especially on IG since the last, thanks for the concern. Yeah, that's good. All right, so I've been receiving messages concerning the last live stream that I co-hosted on Goga's side on Sunday. The live stream was so engaging, and according to Goga, I think I'm the co-host who got so many questions, And in fact, right now I'm preparing classes. Oh, okay, Alisewa. Okay, Alisewa. Yeah, so from the last live stream that I co-hosted, the Sunday service, I received so many messages, like guys were congratulating me for my performance, the way I handled myself, the way I answered the question. But still, in the messages, some of the messages were like a continuation of the discussion, because there are so many people who wanted to know more about Kuwait or to know more about some issues. And the topic, discussing the challenges of working abroad, I have a couple of people, like 3 people, who were asking me to elaborate more on the challenges of working abroad, because they want to travel, they want to travel abroad, but the way I answered that question, it was like a discussion, and I touched on two. I missed you, dear. Yeah, I miss you too. I miss you too. And it's nice you're here, Alisewa. It's nice you're here. Yeah. So so it's like people wanted to know more, because I highlighted only 2 challenges that I faced when I came here in Kuwait, and there are people who wanted to know more. Are there any other challenges apart from the 2 that I shared at the Sunday service? And I was like, I think I have to do something about this. Oh, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. But I miss you, Alisewa. I miss you, Alisewa. That's why I keep on coming to your Alisema. Yeah, that's why I keep on coming to your houses to check on you. Like, I know, even if we haven't had an interaction like yesterday, but if I come to your house, I check on a video, or I check on how you are doing, especially the things that we've talked about here, and I leave a comment in there. It's like, I'm checking on you. Why? Odira deserves 1K. Yes, yes. Let me see. Odira, I checked on you yesterday. You are at 900 and let me see. Oh, 949. Wow. Angeli Vlogs. Hello, Dida Safari, bro. How are you? I'm good, Angeli Vlogs. And how you doing today? How was your day? Thank you for coming. God bless you for coming. All right. Why? Why says Odira deserves 1K? Yeah. Odira. Odira deserves 1K. So, Alisewa, you're saying it's not me, it's Margaret. So you don't miss me? Kundan Vlogs. Hello, dear brother, Dida Safari. Hello. How you doing? How you doing, Kundan Vlogs? It's nice to see you here. Welcome to my space and feel at home. Interact with the people in the chat. Dida, let's take Maggie to 1K. Yes. Maggie deserves 1K. Maggie deserves 1K for sure. Yeah. So let me pin this. Yeah, so I pinned that, Alisewa. Dida, let's take Maggie to 1K. No, I pinned you, Alisewa. I pinned the comment, but let me pin Margaret. That is Margaret. Yeah, Margaret is there. I've pinned Margaret in the comment. Guys, let's support Margaret. Yes, her link. Margaret. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 6 million people in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me try to get Margaret's link. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel at home. Let's interact with each other. Oh, let me type something. How many are remaining? We said 9:40. How many are remaining for Margaret? How many are remaining? Let me see. 9:49. So 51 to go. 51 to go. 51 to go. 51. 51. Margaret. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I like the hashtag Margaret Odira deserves 1K. Okay, there we go. There you go. I think you can see the pinned link. That's Margaret Odira. Margaret Odira is one of us. She's been here supporting me from day one when I did my first live stream. And she has only 51 remaining to 1K. So I think we can do that. We can do that even as we dissect or as we discuss some of the challenges that we go through or some of us go through while working abroad. Yeah, we can connect with to each other and as well support Margaret Odira so that she can be at 1K. Maybe probably before the end of the live stream. It will be really nice. So I can see Bijendra, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, brother Bijendra. Kundan is in. Anjali Vlog says, hello, my dear YouTube family. How are you? All right, all right. 51 bananas, that's from Alisewa. Anjali Vlogs is there. Guys, please support Margaret. Yeah, let's support Margaret. If you have extras, let's support Margaret, please. Please, let's support Margaret. Let's support Margaret. Thank you for the love hearts. Thank you for the love hearts. All right. And please make sure that you like the live stream as you come in. Like the live stream as you come in. So as I was saying, like the last time when I was at Goga's live stream co-hosting the Sunday service, there's this question that I was asked about the challenges that I went through when I came here in Kuwait, and I answered it like in a general way, highlighting only two challenges that I went through. But I received some messages, congratulatory messages of my performance, and some were concerns like what others wanted to know more about what to expect if maybe you want to go to work abroad. And I thought to myself that I should do like a video or rather on a live stream, so that maybe we'll have other people also who'll be ready to share their who'll be ready to share their experiences, because I know I'm not the only one who is working abroad. You know, though I'm here in the Middle East, but this is I put it like in general, not only in Middle East or in Kuwait, but even if you are in another country, maybe in Europe, in Africa, you can be like an Indian, maybe working in Africa, or an African working in Europe or Canada, US, wherever you are working, as long as it's not your home place, that's abroad for you. So if you have any challenges, you can challenges that you went through or you are going through, you can share in the comment section as I share some of my experiences. Deb Rebasho, siwezi kulenga, niko kwa bush but listening. All right. Rebashongilo is in the house. Welcome, welcome, Rebashongilo. And guys, let's support Margaret. If you have extras, let's support Margaret. Let's support Margaret. Margaret is left with only 51 bananas to get to 1,000. If you have extras, let's support Margaret. Please, 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 please. All right. And Margaret, I know you are also here in the Middle East. If you have any challenges that you are going through, you can share. Just feel free. Feel free to share. Alisewa. Yeah. If you have any challenges, any challenges that you feel like for someone who is back home, whether in Kenya, in India, in any country, and they wish to travel to another country to work. What are those things that they should be prepared for? Like if you go to a new country, you should expect this and this and this and this. It's nice also to share here, and even this doesn't mean that we don't have advantages of working abroad. If there are no advantages of working abroad, maybe some of us will not be here. So there are so many advantages of working abroad, but the advantages are the things that are taking people to those countries. But now also we should look on the other side so that someone can be psychologically prepared that, okay, I want to go and work abroad, but if I go to another country, this is what to expect. John's lifestyle. Hi, Dida. Hi, John. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Mercy Empire. Mercy, welcome, Mercy. Welcome, feel at home. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Priscilla. Hey, host and chat. Priscilla is in the house. Welcome, Priscilla. Welcome, Mercy Empire Kenya. Welcome, John's lifestyle. I really appreciate you coming to this live stream. Yeah, we have 10 million people in the house. Thank you for coming. And those who are coming in, feel free to interact with the people in the chat. And as I was saying, after the Sunday service at Gogas, I received messages. I have so many messages from people that searched me on Instagram, and most of them were congratulating me for attending the Sunday service, for hosting the Sunday service, but also they were concerned, there were concerns, like people wanted to know more, even to an extent some of them were asking like if I can connect them with agencies that can bring them to Kuwait or even other countries, but genuine agencies. So part of the messages, one of them is like there was this message someone was asking me like, Dida, you mentioned only 2 challenges that you went through in Kuwait when you came to Kuwait, but are those the only challenges, or there are more challenges? Because for someone who wants to travel abroad or to go and work abroad, what should they expect? So I thought I could not. I answered that, or rather, I responded to that message. But I said to myself, like I responded to her, but still there are so many people who have the same questions. Like, okay, maybe I want to go and work abroad. What should I expect? People normally travel out of their countries to go and work abroad because of the advantages. There are so many advantages of working abroad, but apart from the advantages, what are those things that someone should be prepared for when they go to another country? That's why I decided to share this on this live stream. And if you are working abroad in a country that's not your country, even Mercy Empire, you're in Uganda, I know you are a Kenyan, that's abroad for you. You can share even the challenges also. If there are any challenges that you face in there, I know Priscilla, you are in another country, Alisewa. There are so many people in the chat. If you have any experience about the challenges that people face abroad, not only in the Middle East, Kuwait, or all over the world, because I'm pretty sure that these challenges they're the same. If you go to Europe, or rather if you go to Europe or you come to the Middle East, even though some will differ, but I know most of them are the same. Like the first one is culture shock and adjustment. You know, when you are at home, let me see the chat first. Nitakutembelea dia, that's Margaret. All right. Okay. Okay. Mercy Empire. I work always from home country. The mother of all challenges is xenophobia. Trust me, it's the worst. Just a minute, I respond to a message here. It's someone I had said I will call, but I forgot to call. Okay, we can proceed. All right. Okay, Mercy Empire on the chart, or rather in the chart, shared one of the challenges. I work always from home country. The mother of all challenges is xenophobia. Trust me, is the worst. Maybe you can elaborate more on that. I think xenophobia is the fear of strangers or new things. Maybe you can share more. You can share more about that. Betty's Attic Kitchen is in the house. Welcome, welcome, Betty. Bev. By the way, Bev, I was in your house today. I was checking. So later on in the last segment, as how we do it here on Dida's Residency, I will share some stuff about your house, Bev. So stay tuned until the end. The last segment, I will share some things about your house so that you can grow together. All right. And then Priscilla says, another thing, dressing code like here in Saudi Arabia, you must cover yourself. Oh, the hibaya. Yeah, that's why I was saying my first point was the culture shock. Culture shock, you know, culture is what you're used to do. You know, the things that you're used to do back home. When you go to another country, you realize that things are different from your country. Even the mode of dressing, like what Priscilla is saying. Another thing, dressing code, like here in Saudi Arabia, you must cover yourself. Yeah, what Priscilla is saying, like here in the Middle East, or rather, she says because she's in Saudi Arabia, you have to cover yourself. You have to have a hibaya. You know those things the Muslim ladies normally put on their head. They cover their head and sometimes their face until they leave only the eyes. That is called a hibaya. You cover your head because your hair is not supposed to be exposed. So that's what Priscilla is saying. So it doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim or not. You have to have, as a woman, you have to have that hibaya. though that question was asked during that Sunday service, and I said it like here it's not mandatory because there are ladies who walk on the streets without the hibaya. You know, so these challenges, they vary from country to country. I know if you go to Europe, they don't have that. You know, they don't have the hibaya, but maybe on the side of dressing code, maybe it's very different from the way Kenyans or maybe African or any other country they are dressing. If you go to India, the way Indians dress is very different from the way Kenyans dress. So if you're planning to travel to another country or to go to work in another country, you be prepared that there will be culture shock. Number one, on the culture shock and adjustment, because once you have this shock about this culture that these people have, now you'll have to take it and adjust to this new environment. That's why the first point is culture shock and adjustment. All right. So if people are supposed to, like ladies are supposed to wear the hibaya to cover their heads, then even if you're from Kenya, we don't have that. You are supposed to do that because that's the law of the country, right? Yeah. So you have to adjust. Priscilla Mercy says xenophobia is when people in that country you are working feel like their own should have been employed in that position you are in, especially when it's managerial positions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I had that idea, like xenophobia, the fear of strangers. Yeah, because now here you are a stranger or you are a new person, and you've taken this position. And I think this happens only in Africa. I think this happens only in Africa because, like here in the Middle East, I haven't seen something like that. I haven't seen something like that because in most cases you'll find in these companies you have managers who are Egyptians, Indians, some Africans. It's different because like the locals here, in fact, they don't work that much. They don't work that much. Even if you find them in this top position, managerial position, but they don't work that much as the foreigners. So it's the foreigners here who are holding these positions and running the companies. So I guess that one happens only in Africa or some of these, also in some of these European countries which are like their middle income, because you know, like if you go to Europe, we have those countries which are very rich, and then we have these small countries like in East Europe, you know. Yeah, I think you're right. You are right there, Mercy. You are right because they feel like, okay, I'm a local here. I should have been given this position, but here you are from all the way from Kenya or from whichever country it might be. You've come to take this position. Yeah, so obviously you'll encounter hatred. People will hate you, especially the locals. And I think that happened also in Kenya. If you remember, those who are Kenyans, if you remember, there was a this saga in was it Moi University? I think it was Moi University that had a vice chancellor who was not from that area. You know, the person is a Kenyan, but is not from that county. So the residents in that county were like, no, we cannot have a vice chancellor in this university while we have so many people who are learned from this area. You know, they were saying like we cannot have this vice chancellor from another county, and we have our own who are learned. So I think that's right. So you encounter hate from the locals when you have a position that they think maybe they could have taken that position. Okay. Alisewa says, Mercy, this is also in EU. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. What I was saying. Like EU is European Union, the countries in Europe. Okay, okay. Oh, Alisewa, I knew this can happen in EU. Wanasema wageni wanna take their jobs. Yeah, that's what they normally say. Like they're saying the foreigners or the visitors in in their countries, they're taking their jobs. But in really sense, those people don't want to work. Like now you see, there are so many people who go to Canada. They go to Canada because now those who are in Canada, they're saying the locals there, they don't want to work because even if they want to work, by the end of the month, they will get these stipends from the government. Like here in Kuwait, the locals don't work. And those who are working, they just hold those positions in the companies, but they don't work. They just come there from maybe 9 o'clock by lunchtime, they're gone. So it's the foreigners who are working, or the expatriates who are working for the companies. So that's very true. That's very true because they feel like you are a foreigner. You've come to their country to take their jobs. No. And it starts with immigration officers. Mm. Yeah, even in schools. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so the culture shocks and adjustments. Uh-huh. So I think we've done something about that. I hope everyone understands about that. So if you are planning to travel out of your country, that's number one. You are supposed to be prepared of the culture shocks. You'll be shocked, like from the dressing code, the things people do. There are things that you cannot do in public, like here you cannot hold hands like with someone of the opposite sex unless you are married. In my country, it's very normal. In Europe, it's very normal. In Canada, UK, and the US, it's something very normal. You can hold hands, whether you are married. You can be married, you can be engaged, you can be friends, you can hug. Here, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. Okay. So you have to adjust to that. If you are someone who is used to like hold hands with girlfriends or boyfriends, here now you have to adjust to the new normal. All right. Number two is loneliness. Loneliness. Mercy Empire says other challenges like language barrier, getting used to new ways of worshiping and dressing code, new foods, all those can be managed by xenophobia, though throws you off completely. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Wakuje EU, they will be surprised. Why Alisewa? They will be surprised. Why? Like people uh, holding hands. In the house, welcome, 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 brother Farouk. Thank you for coming. God bless you. You can, assalamu alaikum, dear friends. Alaikum salam. Welcome, 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 Farouk. Alisewa, you're saying Wakuje EU, they will be surprised. You can elaborate more on that, Alisewa. Yeah, and Masses Empire says other challenges are like language barrier. Yeah, language barrier is a challenge because if you're coming, like let's say, let me use an example of Kuwait because I'm in Kuwait. This is an Arabic country. You might be coming to Kuwait. You know Arabic, but you'll realize that here there are so many nationalities, and especially like the Indians. There are so many here. So you realize that um, to some extent you can walk on the streets and people are not using the Arabic language. It's like the Indian language is used in every corner. You might think you are in India, but this is Kuwait. you know. And then we have other nationalities who maybe might not be conversant with the Indian language or the Arabic language. They use their languages. So if you come here, you'll be shocked. You might be walking in the streets and people are speaking in Hindi. Some are speaking in other languages like Tagalog, the Filipinos. So you'll have to adjust to that. So the language barrier is another thing. If you're working for a Kuwait company whereby the management is full of Arabs, then you have to learn the language. And I'm pretty sure even to in Europe is the same thing, because I know those in the US, Canada, and UK, mostly they use English because that is the language of communication. But in Europe, there are so many countries that are using their language. Like if you go to Poland, you need to know the Polish language, and this really matters a lot, because if you don't know the language, then it will be very difficult for you to get a good job. So if you go to another country, a new country, then you should be conversant with the language that they use. If it's English, I know most of us speak English because that is a universal language all over the world. People speak English, but like in various countries, they have their languages. So if you go to Finland, they have the Finnish language. You go to Poland, they have the Polish language. You go to Germany, the German language. If you go to Portugal, you have the Portuguese. So like if you're prepared to go to a certain country, you should at least have an idea of that language. That's why most of the times if you go to that country, some companies require you to study the language, you know, because if you know the language, then it will be easy for you to sail through, because now the language is important in a way that the day-to-day business, the way they transact their day-to-day business, they do it in that language. All right. Oh yeah, Alisewa says holding hands is nothing. Yes, yes, yes. Holding hands is nothing. Even in Africa, holding hands is nothing, though it depends with the place that you are holding hands, you know. But here in the Middle East, holding hands is an issue. It's an issue. Even in Kuwait, I know Kuwait is more of a free country, but if you're holding hands, uh, you should be holding hands with someone that you know that you are married to. You know, there are restrictions to that. All right, and I know this applies to most of the countries in the Middle East. About language, that is Alisewa. About language, I advise my dear friends to make an effort to learn the local language. That one helps a lot and makes a person to under not to be underrated. Okay, okay, yeah. So Alisewa is sharing there, like if you are going to a certain country, you want to go to work in a foreign country, make sure that you understand the language that they are using there. So if you want to come to Kuwait is in the Middle East. It's an Arab country. So number one, you need to understand at least the basic Arabic. Now, for me, in my case, it's very different because, as I shared in the Sunday service, I said I'm working. I'm working mostly. It's travel and food. Say okay. So mostly for me, I use English the whole day, because that is the language that we use in my company where I'm working, because it's an American company. But those working in the private sector here in Kuwait, like the Kuwait companies, because now you'll be interacting with the Kuwaitis, the locals. I know some of them are working and they are involved in the day-to-day running of the companies, and another group, those who are working in the housemaids, drivers at home. You need to understand the language. And in Europe in general, it doesn't matter whether you're working at home, in schools, or in the in the private sector. You need to understand the language, because they value their languages more than like English. Even if maybe you'll be using English, but to understand a bit of their language, it's very important, because it will help you to get even good jobs out there, you know. And also the way Alisewa says, it will help you not to be underrated. It will help you not to be underrated by other people, because now you are in my country, everybody uses our language. Like if you are in Finland, the Finnish language, and you're here, you don't understand anything. So it's good to have the basics of that language that is being used in that country. Mercy, Anjali, thank you for your love hearts. You're still here. Thank you. Travel and food. Hello, Brodida. Hello, how you doing? I hope you're good. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the live stream. Make sure that you like the live stream. Like the live stream as you come in. Mercy Empire says, I love it when people talk to me in their mother tongue, and I also say words in my tribe. Until we compromise and switch to English, some people in the capital city just want to bully you around. Yeah. Okay. Mercy, I get your point. Like for me, I'm here in Kuwait. It's an Arabic country. And apart from the locals, we have people who come also from other countries, but they don't know English. So you meet someone, maybe they want to communicate something to you, but they are speaking in Arabic. See, in Arabic. So I understand your point, Mercy, but that applies only when both of you understand the language, like the English language. So because they are speaking in their language, and you're trying to speak in your language, Swahili, until you compromise and come to speak in English so that you can understand each other, because they want to bully you. But take this scenario whereby this is an Arabic country. I'm from Kenya. I speak Swahili and some of the local languages in Kenya. I come here, I meet this person from Bangladesh. Okay, this person doesn't understand English. All right, so he wants to put something across to me, and he's speaking in Arabic, and I'm here, I don't understand Arabic. Do you think we'll communicate? We can't communicate. That's why it's a challenge. So it's advisable that if you want to travel to another country to work in that country, at least know the basics. Okay, I don't understand Arabic, but like the basics, if I'm asking for something, I know I can say this and this. If I don't understand, I just say Mafi Arabi. Mafi Arabi means I don't know Arabic. So if that person understands English, like I will say Mafi Arabi, English, then they'll know I want them to speak in English. Then we'll communicate. The only thing that helps me here is that the place I'm working, everybody, like everyone is supposed to understand, or rather, is supposed to have a know-how, or rather, be able to communicate in English. But to be safe, if you're planning to travel to another country, to work in another country, not only in Kuwait or in Middle East, even in Europe, learn the language. Learn the language. Though I know even here in Kuwait, there are some people who like bullying others. Like there's a time someone was bullying me. They understand English, but when they come, they talk to you in Hindi. See, and you don't understand Hindi. Or some they talk in Malayalam, because I know, like the Indians, because here we have so many Indians. The Indians here are so many, but they're from different states. They're from different states. So you realize that some of them, they're all Indians, but they cannot understand each other. See, like someone is from maybe say Kerala, which is a state in India. They speak Malayalam, and this person maybe has not been out of the state, not even to another state in India. So they came to Kuwait. This is the first time out of their state and out of the country. So they know only Malayalam, they don't know even Hindi, because there are people from India who don't know Hindi. So they come here and they want to communicate to you in their to communicate to you in their language. So you see, that's a challenge. That's a challenge, because now we come to this country from different countries speaking different languages. That's why if you're planning to travel to another country to work, at least know the basic of that language that they are using in that country. Mhm. There is no way you are in public office and expect everyone to speak their mother tongue. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but Mercy, that applies only to, I think, to Africa. To Africa. Here in Kuwait, or rather here in the Middle East and in Europe, I know in Europe, and Alisewa can comment about this. Though now it's not mandatory, like if you want to go to a place like Germany to work in Germany, like you before it used to be mandatory. You cannot work in Germany unless you know the language. You understand? But now I've seen so many people who have traveled from here in Kuwait to other countries in Europe, like Germany, Poland, Portugal, and they don't know even a single bit of the language there, But once you get there, you need to learn the language, because people are proud of their languages. Mercy. People are proud of their languages. They give their language a first priority. Like not like in Africa, where you'll realize you'll see like a country like Kenya. You know, a country like Kenya. You go to an office and all the people there are speaking in English, and we have Swahili. You understand? You go to Parliament, they speak in English, and we have Swahili. If you go to Tanzania, they have given priority to Swahili because that's their language. So that is just an example. You understand? So if you are to take a job in Tanzania, all right, you are to take a job in Tanzania, you are supposed to know a little bit of Swahili. Let me use Tanzania because that is our neighboring country in Kenya. People speak Swahili. Very few people speak English in Tanzania. And if you go to parliament, to schools, to public places, people speak Swahili. I know of a guy from Ghana who was playing for, I think, is this Simba or Yanga? This guy is from Ghana, but the guy was forced to learn Swahili, because now you are a player, you are a footballer who has been who is in Tanzania. You are playing for a club in Tanzania, and you don't know the language, because now everyone is speaking in Swahili. How will you be able to even to collaborate well with your work, with your teammates to play a successful game? So this guy now speaks fluent Swahili, but he's from Ghana, because Ghana is in West Africa. I know Swahili is widely spoken in East Africa, like Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Malawi, Congo. These countries, even if it's not in they speak Swahili, even if it's not like the main language, but we have people who speak Swahili. So having someone from Ghana speaking Swahili, that person should have gone through a class, to learn, because of certain reasons. Like the guy I'm talking about, he learned Swahili because now he was playing for a club in Tanzania. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you are going to another country, there are people who are very proud of their languages, and they give first priority to their initial language, like their local language, and then English comes second. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I get that, Mercy. Like in Kenya, in Uganda, yeah, you cannot be in a public office and you are just speaking in your in your language, and maybe some people don't understand the language. Even here in Kuwait, I know they give Arabic as a first priority, but there are places, if you go like these government offices, nowadays they employ, or rather they put people who they might be Arabs, but they understand English, because now English is the universal language. Anyone from all over the world, they can understand a bit of English. So things are changing. Things are changing. But it's good, if you want to travel to another country, learn the basics of the language. Let me check the chat. We have Wambua the farmer, Wambua farmer, welcome, welcome. Chana Z twist. Hey Dida. Hey, how you doing? Donna British. Welcome, Donna. Welcome, Donna British. Hello, host and everyone. That's from Donna. Hope you're good, Donna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Farouk is still in the house. Alisewa, thank you for your love hearts. Margaret Odira is still listening. Margaret, you can share your experiences if you are facing any challenge. I know you have a challenge over there, but you can share. You can share. Priscilla updating TV show like and done. That's from Farouk. Good. Mercy says, no, sir, I'm just giving you an insight what happens to me here. I refuse to be bullied around. Now they know me well. Yeah. I got you. I understand what you're talking about, Mercy. I know you're in Uganda, but you're a Kenyan. So it's good. We're here to share our experiences so that those who are planning to work in another country, to work abroad, they can get the insights. Like, you are going there, but you should be prepared for this. Cine Food Channel, welcome, Cine. Hi Dida, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. I hope you're okay, my dear sister. Welcome to this live stream. It's nice to see you here. Blessings, and like the live stream as you come in, Cine. Lois Wonge, my dear, you're here. Welcome. I hope you're okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Angeli Vlogs, you're still here. Welcome all those of you who have joined. Welcome. Lois Wonge, fine Cine. Chanazi Twist, is here. No comment, no question. Oh, Mercy, you have guys, if you have any experience, like a challenge, you can share. Like you see how Mercy is active, sharing. In Germany, it's part of the recruitment process. You must learn Germany. My two brothers are in Germany, working there now, like 3 years, and that happened before them stepping in Germany. Yeah, that's what I have said, Mercy. These countries in Europe, you are supposed to learn the language. It's part of the recruitment process. Though right now it's changing. It's changing because I have colleagues who we were working together here, and they travel to Europe and they don't know the language. So it's changing because now we have recruiters here and agencies who are taking people to Europe. As long as you pay the money that is needed for you to travel, yeah, you can go even if you don't know the language. But once you get there, you have to learn. You have to learn the language and get certification that you have the basic knowledge of the language. Yeah, so it's true. It's true. Okay, so let's go back to the challenges that I had jotted down here. Number 2 is loneliness and homesick. Loneliness. Remember, this is not your country. This is not your country, or rather, you are traveling abroad, and you are far from your family. So number 1, unless you travel as a group, like for us, we traveled as a group. So at first you'll feel like, okay, you don't miss home because now you have people whom you'll be speaking in your language, in your normal language. But if you travel alone to a country that you don't know anyone, number one, you will feel lonely because you are far from your family. And as time goes by, you'll have this homesick because you miss home, and maybe you signed a contract that you're supposed to work for one year or 2 years before you get your vacation. Like I know most companies here in the Middle East, you sign a contract, a 2 year contract, and you can't go home until you finish the contract 2 years. Then you can go home. Some companies give you a 2 year contract, but you have an annual vacation. So after 1 year, you can go home for your vacation. So it depends. There are people who will feel homesick after 1 year of going to that country. Others will finish even 5 years before they feel homesick. Others will take like 2 weeks or one month, and they really miss home. So it depends from the place you are coming from. If you left a family, maybe you are a husband, you left a wife and kids, maybe I don't know, with other people, but for me, like in a week, I can be busy. I can be busy, but like in a week, that thing has to pop in my mind. Like I miss home. I need to go home. But it's not a place that you can go and come back. So you have to plan yourself because it involves money, like getting the air ticket. And once you go home, also you want to spend money, or you have projects going on, so you want to go there and do something constructive. Like if you come back here, at least you know that there's something that you did back home. So you'll find yourself, you feel so lonely because you are alone, you feel homesick. Yeah, but because of the advantages that are in here, you'll have to keep up, you have to stay, and make sure that you work so that you can make that money. Yes. So true. Homesick. That's from Cinefood. Cine says so true. Homesick. Yeah, homesick. You'll get homesick because you are far from home. Mercy says, how can you compare getting a job directly by getting yourself and getting employed through agency? This should be your next topic. Yeah. Mercy. Yeah, I think I'll have to write this one down, or I can just do a screenshot. I think I'll have to share. Yeah, I've done a screenshot of that because I have more questions in my Instagram inbox, just from the last live stream. There are so many questions that have been asked. That's why I've decided to come live to answer this question. So I know there are people who are here who wish to travel, or rather to work abroad. So if you are planning to work abroad, those are the things that you should put in mind. So be keen and listen, because we are telling you from experience. So if someone is telling you from experience, then know that if you take that step of going to work abroad, these are the things that you'll come through. All right. So Mercy, I'll take that. Next time I'll talk about that because I have other questions. But one of these fine days, I will answer that question. How can you compare getting a job direct by yourself and getting employed through an agency? Nice question. That's a very nice question, Mercy. Yeah. There are advantages and disadvantages to that. Okay, especially if you look at the home care jobs, or house, like the house managers, those people who are working like housemaids. Okay, so if you are going through though it's a wide topic, I need to get a video a video of that, or maybe during a live stream like now, I will answer that. But a quick one, if you're coming as a housemaid, you need an agency, because most of the time, the employers here in these countries, they are agencies, whereby if I'm a Kuwaiti and I need a house manager, I'll have to go to this agency to request for a house manager. Then this agency in Kuwait also, or in this country like maybe Saudi Arabia or UAE, they'll also have an agency in that respective country like Kenya, whereby the country, the agency in Kenya will source for the manpower, and then they will hand over the manpower to this agency in this country. And then this agency now, the agency in the host country will now assign you the job to these employers. Okay, so if anything happens, then you have someone you can complain to. But if you come direct, you know, there are so many things which are happening in these houses, right? So with an agency, it's good because, you know, there's someone you can cry to, like, okay, I want you to change me to another house, or I want you to change me to another homestead. You understand? Okay. And then on the other side, like those working in private companies, if you can be able to go direct, it's good, because now you'll be able to negotiate. You'll be able to negotiate the terms of the contract, the terms of the job. But now if you come through an agency, it's like you are tied, because now the agency in Kenya or in your home country is the one which will negotiate the terms for you. Okay, the agency will negotiate with the other the host agency in the country that you are going to. So it will not be easy for you to change the terms unless you finish the initial contract, then you can renegotiate. Priscilla says, like here, you are very new and they direct Arabic, sometimes you are even confused. Yeah, so that's my third point, Priscilla. The third point, the third challenge is the language barrier. Most of the times, if you go to these, if you go to work abroad, you'll realize that there's a language barrier. That's very common. Even if you speak English and you decide to go to America, you speak English, but there will be a language barrier in the sense that the accent, right? Like the way I speak English, yes, but my accent is different from someone coming from Ghana, someone coming from Nigeria. So we might be here. I've experienced that. Like I'm working, I'm somewhere, an American is complaining that they can understand what I'm talking about, but if someone else speaks English, maybe from a certain country, they don't understand because of the accent. And there are some Americans that when they speak to me, right now, I'm used to them. When they speak, I understand. But at first, there are people like, they come to you, they speak, and you're like, what are they talking about? Even some of the Americans themselves, they don't understand them. And remember, they come from the same country. You understand? Because now, like now in America, we have 50 states. It's just like in India. India is so big, it has so many states, to an extent that some of them don't understand each other when they talk. All right. Sina says, bye everyone. My lunch break is over. I'll see you all later. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sina, for coming, and take your time. Bye, bye, bye. And take care of yourself. We love you. Mfalme King, Legend, hi everyone is in the house. Mfalme King, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Okay, Anjali is still in. Thank you for your love hearts. Another major challenge is dollar rates affecting positively or negatively especially when you are paid with the local currency or rates from your original country. True, true, true. Wow. Thank you, Mercy, for coming. You're such a blessing. Mercy, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, because I've prepared some of the challenges that I see they have affected me or they're affecting other people. But some of the things that Mercy is sharing, they're not in the list. So it's good also to be interactive in the chats. So if you know there's any challenge that uh, people go through when working abroad, you can share. It will be really helpful, not only to me, but mostly to those people who are preparing to work abroad. Thank you so much. God bless you, Mercy. Mhm. Yeah, so the dollar rate, like the other time I was talking about the currency here, because here in Kuwait, the currency is called the Kuwait dinar. It is the strongest currency in the world. So name them. Name all the currencies that you know. Like in Kenya, we have the Kenyan shilling. If you go to Uganda, we have the Ugandan shilling, Tanzanian shilling. You go to Zambia, the Zambian kwacha. What else? You go to America, we have the American dollar, Canadian dollar. You have the real, Saudi real. Here in Kuwait, we call it dinar. Kuwait and Bahrain, they have dinar. So in Kuwait is the Kuwait dinar, and Bahrain is the Bahrain dinar. So name all the currencies that you know, like in South Africa, the South African rand. So all these countries, currencies that you know in the world, the strongest one is Kuwait dinar, where I am right now. You can imagine that. So the rate has really changed. Like when I got here in 2020, February 2020, I remember the first time I was transacting, like exchanging money, because like for us we are paid in the Kuwait currency, the Kuwait dinar. The rate was 330. Like one Kuwait dinar was equivalent to 330 Kenya shillings, which was like one Kuwait dinar was $3. Yeah, but it kept on going up from 330 to 520. So remember, when that happens, then the people who are working in this country or like in that respective country, and I know this had affected so many people all across the globe, because I know someone who is in the UK, someone who is in the US from Kenya. They were really enjoying, because now if you want to send money to Kenya and the dollar rate, like let's say I'm paid in Kuwait dinar, and here when I came it was 330, and it has gone to 520. Then it means I can send more money, even if the salary is the same, but I can send more money back home. But now it has started going down from 520 until now it's at 400. You can see. So that's why not Priscilla, but Mercy says another challenge is the dollar rates affecting positively or negatively, especially when you are paid in the local currency or rates from your original home. Yes. So if you are paid in the local currency like Kuwait dinar, then the dollar rate really affects you a lot. So that's a challenge. So when the rate is going up, you as a as an employee or a foreigner or an expatriate, then you'll enjoy, because now you'll be in a position to send more money back home. Let's assume, like the other time I said, the 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 country here in Kuwait, the Kuwait government set a minimum wage. Even the lowest paid person here is not supposed to be paid under $100. There are people who are paid up to 6,000. Not dollars, but Kuwait dinar. There are people who are paid up to 6,000 Kuwait dinar, you know, or more than 6,000. You can calculate that 6,000 Kuwait dinar to multiply by 400 and let's say 400. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I guess it's even more than what the president, the Kenyan president, is earning. There are people who are getting that money, depending on the type of job and your expertise and experience. There are people who are earning a lot of money. But the lowest paid person here is not supposed to be paid less than 100 KD. So 100 KD, that's like 40,000 or rather 42,000 Kenya shillings. You can imagine that. So 42,000, that is the rate as at now. But you can imagine when the rate was at 500, that's 50,000. So if the rate changes from 520 to 420, then there's a difference of like 10,000 shillings, because now you used to get 52,000 Kenya shillings and now you're getting 42,000 Kenya shillings. That's 10,000 Kenya shillings. So that's a challenge. If you're working abroad and you are paid in the local currency, then it will affect you. It will affect you when the rate is changing, especially on the dollar rate. So that's good. Now the challenge is most agencies don't respond data in case you file a complaint. Oh, that's Margaret. Margaret says now most of the agencies don't respond data in case you file a complaint. So Margaret is speaks in terms of like if you're working like in these house jobs, like a housemaid or a house manager, and maybe you have any complaint, if you report to these agencies, they don't respond. Yeah, that happens. That happens. That happens. That happens. That's why also it's very important to get a genuine agency back home, because if you cannot reach the or rather if you are trying to reach the agency here or like in the host country and they don't respond, and you have a genuine agency back home, then you can talk to them, because these people normally communicate. You can talk to them and they can try to reach them so that you can be helped. I know sometimes because of the challenges that we go through in our countries, like you undergo so much hardship, like you don't have a job, you have a family to cater for, and things are really tough. So we even don't concentrate like in getting a genuine agency. If you get someone who says, oh, we have these jobs in Saudi Arabia or jobs in Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Afghanistan, like you are there, you just want to leave the country. I know, but sometimes also it's good to get referrals. Referrals are really good. Like if you have someone, let's say like the way people were asking me, Dida, can you refer to us to a good refer us a good agents, or rather, can you give us a good agents? You see, so those who have reached me out, I've tried to share some information about the agencies. Like I cannot give you a guarantee like if you use these agents you'll get a good job, or you'll get a place that looks like like painting a certain picture on your face. But even if I'm referring you to an agent, I will tell you what to expect from that agent. So if you are willing to take it, then if anything happens, you cannot blame me, because yes, I know, like the agency that I used, I cannot refer someone to that agency. But there are people that I know have traveled to some of these countries with agencies which are really helpful. So if you come to me, or if you go to someone like Priscilla, who has been in Saudi Arabia for 10 years, and you want an agency, I'm pretty sure that they will give you a good agency. Someone that maybe if something is wrong in that host country, then you can reach them back home and they can be able, or rather, they can be in a position to help you out. All right. Mm-hmm. I think I think there is freedom of going back home, and going back to work is easier when you get employed directly. But with agency, this comes with contract dynamics. Uh, Mercy, For this, the freedom of going back home and going back to work, yeah, you might be right, or you are right, but you know, companies also vary. You can come, you can travel to a country with an agency, yeah, but you know, once you travel out of the country, let's say you come here in Kuwait, that deal between the employer and the agency is done. So now it's between you and and the employer. You understand? So whatever they talked about, I think in most cases the discussion or negotiation about the contract is normally on the pay. Is normally on the pay. But these things to do with the freedom of going back home or going back to work, I think they are normally constant. They are normally constant. Because if I come with an agency, I know of people who have come to Kuwait, like let's say they came through, because Kuwait is a bit different. I normally don't want to use Kuwait as an example, because the visa process in Kuwait is very different from other countries, because I know of people who have gone to Qatar like through a visit visa, and once they get there they get a job and they change. But here in Kuwait it's a bit different. It's a bit different because of their process. But I know of someone who came here through an agency, and then he worked for 2 years and then decided to go back home, and then they came back in this country direct through the employer. So that one happens. So I think it depends with the contract. So if you get a good agency, if you get a good agency, then the agency will negotiate a good salary for you and the other benefits, because now you can come direct, you get a job whereby the salary is so good, but maybe this person doesn't give like an air ticket, you know, after 1 year or after 2 years, and then you get a company, an agency that will bring you to a company that gives maybe a certain salary that they will have negotiated, but the other benefits are you get food, you know, you get all the 3 meals in a day, and then you get free transportation from work, to work, from work and to work. And another thing, maybe they give a flight ticket after the end of the contract. If it's 2 years, they give you a flight ticket. And then you have this other person who came direct to the employer or to the company, but this person is paying good money, but it doesn't pay for all these other benefits. So sometimes it depends. It depends with the company. It depends with the company. But if it's possible, if you can travel direct, it's normally good, because now you are free. You can leave the job anytime you wish to and go to another company to work for another company. You can go home whenever you want, as long as you agree upon it with the employer. You can go home and come back. Like for me, I'm in a company that gives me a salary, and I have all the other benefits. I have food, I have accommodation, free transportation, I have a company ticket. But still, with the same company, there are other the same company that I'm working for. We have other departments that are not given the flight ticket. So it depends with the project you are in, the way you negotiated, or the way the agency, your home agency negotiated for that position. So that question is a bit broad, but normally it's good when you go direct. Though there are some other challenges, like here now, other challenges are if you come direct, then it means you have to, you see, all these visa renewal processes, you have to do them by yourself. and it's a bit hectic. It's not like in our countries. If you need an ID, like a civil ID, there's a process laid down that you can go there and do A, B, C, D and get your civil ID. If you want your passport, you know that you can apply it online. You get the appointment, then you go for the fingerprints and you get your passport. Here it's a bit different. It's very different because now, like, if you want to do anything with the government, there are these people who are supposed to help you out. I think the other time we were on Goga's side, was it Lady Posh? Lady Posh. If you followed what Lady Posh was talking about, there are some activities that you cannot do them for yourself. You have to get someone who will be there to help you. So like my company, if I need a visa renewal, if you go to the ministry, there's normally someone who has been employed by the company just to take us through, like, go to this place, go to this place, go to this, to fast track the process because it's so hectic. So the advantages and disadvantages of coming direct, or rather like traveling to a country to work there direct, and also there are disadvantages. And this agency thing, some people look at it like, oh, if you use an agency, then their negotiation is normally very poor because they're just looking for their money. So you go there, you are paid less and you don't have any other benefits, but still there are advantages to that. That's why it's good also, if you want to travel, get a good agency. If you cannot get it for yourself, get someone who knows someone, or who knows a good agency, like a referral will work with that. But if you know that you can do it for yourself, you can travel by yourself without an agency, and that one normally is good because you are free. You are free. You have that freedom. You can negotiate anything in the contract, and even if you want to go home anytime, it will be easy. Karimi James, welcome, welcome. Blessings to you. Thank you for coming. Angeli Vlogs is still in. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Wanga Lady. I can see you. 18 likes. Like the video, guys. Like the video. Mercy Empire is still in. Betty's Attic Kitchen. Priscilla. Yeah, I can see. I can see. Priscilla Betting says, I used to cry when the homesick comes. Oh. Priscilla says, I used to cry when the homesick used to come. But now you are a pro. You've been there for 10 years. You are a pro. You can stay for even longer. Yeah, that's true. For me, it was worse because when I came here, it was during the pandemic. So I miss home and I can't go, I can't travel. There are no flights. So you can imagine that. Mercy says another funny challenge is weather change affecting your dung poo frequency. I used to take medication all the time until I got a hug. Eat more greens and yogurt. Very true, very true. Mercy, very, very true. When I came here, I took like, it took me like 2 weeks. Imagine, I thought I was sick because I stayed for 2 weeks without getting that poo, without going to we call it number two. It took me 2 weeks. I don't know if it was because of the weather or the food. Yeah, but if you want, I mean, this is a challenge. I know it's not only me, because like in my group, there are people who also underwent through the same, like they were not getting that poo. Some of them, the food really affected them in the sense that they used to, like, something like diarrhea, like you go to the loo frequently. Yeah, so that is a challenge also, because you remember, you are out of your country, you are out of you don't get the food you're used to. new environment, new weather conditions. So they can really change so much in your body, affecting you even you know, getting such things like getting your number two. Yeah. So the advice she's giving here, Mercy, she says, eat more greens and yogurt. Yeah, more greens and yogurt, pawpaw and banana. They will really help you, like your digestion, your digestive, like it helps in the digestion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. What else? What else? Wandera, brother, welcome, welcome, Wandera. Can see you. Margaret is still in. Thank you for your love. Hearts. Laura, mpenzi wa mtu. Laura is in the house. Welcome, Laura. Mm-hmm. Cherish M, welcome, 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 Cherish M. Thank you for coming. May God bless you. Mm-hmm. Cherish M says, hello, everyone in the house. Mm-hmm. Mercy Empire. Still in. Natecho, you are peeping. Natecho can see you. Share your experiences and challenges, Natecho. Who else is in? Wangaledi, Wandera, Natecho, Priscilla, Mercy Empire. Yeah, Dorcas Acheng. Hey, Dida. Hey, hey, hey. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome to this live stream. Like the live stream, like the video, guys. Like the video. We are now at 1 hour, 26 minutes. Thank you for the support. 8 million people in the house. All right. Dorcas, welcome. Anjali is still in. Thank you for your love hearts. Mercy says, thank you, Dida. This was very helpful and informative live stream to many. I really enjoyed the interactions. See you all around. One love. Yeah. Thank you, Mercy. May God bless you so much, Mercy, for your participation. You shared your insights, and I know it will really help someone out there. Yeah, even some of us who are here, I'm here in Kuwait, but even if I'm going to another country, some of these things, but when I was coming here, I didn't put them into consideration, but now I know, so it's good to share. So thank you, Mercy. God bless you so much. Betty is still in. Anjali, Cherish, I had forgotten to like. Let me like now. Yes, yes, yes. If you haven't liked the live stream, please do so. Please do so. Angel says, okay, bye everyone. Cherish M. Brother, I'm leaving now. It's about 12 midnight at night. Now we should sleep. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Good night, Angeli Vlogs. I know you are in India 2.5 hours ahead of us, and now it's 9 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming, Angeli Vlogs. God bless you so much for your support, and blessings to you. Good night. Good night. I think I would rather be in African countries that pays well, unlike being in the UK. Give us your experience, Cherish M. Give us your experience. You're in the UK. Because this topic cuts across the board, not only in the Middle East, but also in other countries. Challenges people go through while working abroad. What are those challenges? Okay. You have become Mayugno and Foster talking Opu. Yeah, I'm talking Opu because Mercy mentioned it here, like it's one of the challenges. Like if you go to this, if you go work abroad, because now it's a new environment, sometimes you realize that you don't get poo, in your first week, or at the beginning. And I was sharing my experience, like when I came here, it took me like 2 weeks. I thought I was sick. It took me 2 weeks without getting poo. Yeah. Mayuguno and first guy. Cherish M, you can share your experiences, especially on the side of challenges. How is it like working in the UK? What are the challenges that you go through, like working in the UK? Okay, Angeli Vlog says, okay, bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Blessings to you. Yeah, I can see people saying bye to Anjali. Yeah, Anjali is an amazing soul. Please, if you don't have Anjali vlogs as she goes, you can connect with her. That's a very big house. That's a very big house. You can connect with her. Let's support her. She's a big YouTuber, but she's here to support us small YouTubers because she wants to see us also make it big in this space. So if you don't have Anjali vlogs, please make sure that you connect with her. And then on the pinned, I pinned Margaret Odira. Margaret Odira is only left with 51 bananas to get to 1K. So if you have extras, Jerry Kimani, welcome, Jerry. Jerry, you're in the house. You can give your extras to Margaret Odira. Let's make Margaret Odira cross to this other side. Let her join the club. Welcome, Jerry. I can see Jerry says, "Oh, Dida, you look well with new style." What new style? What's that new style? Victoria Mima, Pastor Victoria Mima. I can see you, Pastor. Praise God. Praise God, Pastor. Pastor Victoria Mima, how you doing today? Welcome to this live stream, and it's a blessing to see you here. Laura is still in. Jerry is in. Emenderitu, hello Dida and chat. Emenderitu, welcome brother. Welcome. Kimani here with you. Shaving your head. Oh, thank you. By the way, when I came in, I didn't want to show my head. I was wearing this cap. And then I was like, let me show my head. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Jerry. Leo ni marathon. You've been crossing each other from other houses. It's good you are here today. Welcome. So here we're sharing our experiences, especially on the challenges that we go through while working abroad. I know most of us are working abroad, and this cuts across the board, not only in the Middle East, but even if you are in Europe, UK, wherever, in anywhere in the world, there are challenges. Jerry, yes, did. Okay, so there are challenges that we go through, and it's good to share here because I know there are people who are like they have not traveled out of their countries, but they're planning. Maybe they are planning, or they wish like one day they'll work abroad. What are those things that they should be prepared? Because once you decide to travel out of your country, you are traveling because now there are so many advantages of working abroad. But even if we have these advantages, but you should also put in mind the challenges that you can go through while you are in these countries. So from the last time when I shared the challenges in the Sunday Lifetime at Gogas, I've received so many messages in my inbox, my Instagram inbox. That's why I said if you want to connect with me, you can check me out on Instagram, Dida_Safari, the same name, but there's underscore in between, Dida_Safari. So there were so many congratulatory messages about the live stream, but still there were concerns like this person who posed this question was like, Dida, you shared only two experiences, like two challenges. Are those the only challenges? Because for someone who is willing to travel to work abroad, what are those things that they should be prepared for? That's why I decided to do it in this live stream, so that if you have any idea, like in the chat, Mercy was in the chat and she shared so much insights also. So it's good also to share if you have any challenge. And we said number one is the culture shock and adjustment. You know, when you go to these countries, you'll experience culture shock because cultures are different from where you're coming from, and you'll have to adjust with that, like the dressing code. There are places where you cannot wear pants. You cannot walk, like Saudi Arabia. You cannot wear pants. You cannot walk without covering your head. You see, in Europe, it's a bit different. Like we were sharing about the issue of holding hands, and Alisewa said, yeah, let them come here. In Europe, it's very normal, like to hold hands. Yeah, and another thing was loneliness and homesick. Remember, you are far from your country, you are apart from your family, so you'll feel lonely because you are in a foreign country, and you meet people that you don't know. It's your first time to know them. You speak different languages, so at first, if maybe you are not like you don't know the language, then you'll feel so lonely. That's one. Then homesick also will knock in, because now you are very far from your people. The third one was language barrier. Language barrier, if you go to these countries like Jerry, you are in Poland. In Poland, you have to know the Polish language. You know, if you don't know the Polish language, then even it will be very difficult for you to get good jobs, to communicate with locals, or rather the people who are there. You see, so like I know initially it used to be like mandatory. If you want a job in Europe, in Germany, in Europe, let's say in Germany, in Portugal, name them. There are so many countries in Europe. You have to know the basic of the language that they speak. But now it's a bit different. You can go to these countries even without a know-how of the language. But once you get there, you have to learn the language. Then number 4 is the legal and bureaucratic challenges. The legal process, like what I shared about Kuwait, and I already shared that. The legal process here, especially on attaining the visa process, it's so hectic. If I want to go to Qatar from Kenya, it's easy. I can apply for a tourist visa, and once granted, I can go to Qatar, I can go to Dubai, and then once there, if I get a job, I can change. But here in Kuwait, it's very difficult. In Europe, I know the bureaucracy there is a bit different. The legal process to get a visa is a bit different. Yeah. So if you want even a tourist visa, they'll check so many things. In US, it's even so complicated. You know, it's so complicated. Jerry says it's still mandatory to learn here. Otherwise, how can you communicate? Yes, yes, yes. That's why I said initially it used to be mandatory for you to know the language from your country. So you need to know the language before you travel. But now you can travel even if you don't know the language. But once you get to that country, you have to learn the language, because without learning the language, there's nothing you can do. You can't work, you cannot communicate, you cannot do anything. Yeah, so you are right, Vicky. Danger Vicky, today I'm not going live, but tomorrow Hadi Sunday. Oh, all right, Kimani, we'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow, because tomorrow also I'm not going live. Cherish M said, in UK, you get good money, but at the same time, life is expensive. You are taxed on salary and even taxed on your house by council tax. So also saving becomes hard. That's so sweet. Nice sharing. Yeah, so that's Cherish M. So she says in UK the money is good, and I think also in the US. In the US also. Jerry, you can share concerning that point of Cherish M. What is it like working in Poland? Is it the same about tax? Because here in the Middle East, most of the countries, I can say all countries or most of the countries here in the Middle East, it's a tax-free. Remember I said, apart from the challenges, we have the advantages. The advantages are the ones which are making people to travel and work abroad. Yeah, but the first benefit or the first advantage of working here in the Middle East, even though we have so many setbacks and challenges, but the first advantage, one of the biggest advantage, is the tax free. Here is tax free. If you get your salary, you'll get your salary tax free. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a challenge in the UK. In the UK, you get good money, but at the same time, life is expensive. Yeah, life is expensive. You are taxed on salary and even taxed at your house by council tax. So also saving becomes hard. Yeah, I know even in the US, if you decide to buy a vehicle, if you decide to buy a car, you have to pay tax for that car. If you buy a house, you have to pay tax for that house, which is very different from back home in Kenya. You buy land and build your house. That's it. Hmm? There's no tax for your car. You just pay for your insurance and you're good. You can drive anywhere. See, every time there are no taxes, unless maybe for places like the major cities like Mombasa, Nairobi. I know we have the land rates, but it's not as expensive as in the UK and the US, because sometimes I share with my colleagues in the US, like they pay tax for everything, and like the life is expensive. They pay tax. Someone has a vehicle or a car that is paid for, fully paid for, a house, but they have to pay tax. Yeah. Yeah, so those are the challenges. So if you're planning to work abroad, maybe you want to go to the UK, there you go, there you have it. Like, you should be prepared to go through an expensive life. The money is good, but you'll pay tax, for your house, for your car. Yes. Yeah, but here in the Middle East, it's tax free. You cannot be taxed for your house, your car. You just pay for the insurance and you are good. Vicky. Yes, yes, yes. Jerry. Challenges here is food. Natecho, I see. Natecho, you are bringing this again. Yeah, food is a challenge. Let me finish with these legal and bureaucratic challenges, like the processes in which you get your paperwork done. You need a visa, you need a driving license. Those are the things we say, like the legal and bureaucratic challenges. You should be prepared for that, because for you to get a visa renewed, there are certain things that you're supposed to do. That's why we have these people who normally help in the process, like what Lady Posh is doing in Bahrain. You need those people to help you with the step-by-step process until the end. So the legal process is very different from our places, our home countries. So you should be prepared for that. Then Natecho says, challenges here is food. Yes, coming from Africa. So coming from Africa, or even in India, or any other country in the world, we have different preferences, especially on food. Like Americans like fast food, maybe KFC, Subway, the fast food. But I know it's very different with Africans. I being one of them, coming from Africa, we are used to cook our githeri, we are used to cook our mokimo, ugali, sukuma wiki, fresh stuff from the farm. So once you come here, you get all the food is frozen, because remember, this is an arid country, like a semi-desert, and some parts of the countries here in the Middle East are desert, like Dubai. Dubai is a desert, but they have transformed it to be this place that everyone all over the world wants to visit. Understand? Like here in Kuwait, it's a semi-arid area. There's part of Kuwait which is full desert, Udairi desert. You see, so it's not easy to get farms like back home whereby things grow for themselves. Like you can get a cassava, pumpkin, you can get skuma wiki, the kales. You know, here is different. They import almost everything. Though we have a farm, like here in Kuwait, we have a farm somewhere called Wafra Farm. It's a place that they have designed and they plant stuff there. But generally, they import almost everything. So if they can import like tomatoes or let's say any of the food products from Africa or Kenya, or even the meat like the lamb we have got here from Tanzania, from Kenya. So imagine it came all the way from Tanzania to or from Kenya to Kuwait. That thing cannot last for even a day. It will go bad. So they have to put it in the freezer. So everything is frozen. So if something is frozen, you can imagine it's not that fresh. And then the way they cook the food is different from the way we cook food back home. So that's why Natecho says the food is the challenge. Sometimes you are in a company that maybe you are a Kenyan and you work with Egyptians and Indians, and the company provides only one type of meal. Remember, you come from different countries. And here they give, if it's Indian meal, they give you Indian meal. Like the Indians who are in the house, you understand. Hmm? Maybe they give you, like for breakfast, they give you puri bhaji. Puri bhaji. I've mentioned that because I like it. I like it, but it's something that I haven't seen back in Kenya. I saw it here. Puri bhaji. It looks like chapati. It looks like chapati, but for us we call the chapati we call chapati. The Indians call it paratha. Okay, so puri is something like chapati, but it's oily, and then bhaji is like potatoes, cooked potatoes, like potato stew. So that is the only thing that I liked in the Indian menu. But now you are in this company, and the company provides, one common meal for all of you. You come from Egypt, you come from Kenya, and you are provided with an Indian food. So you see, so that's a challenge. That's why Natecho is sharing that. Shanoop Krishnan, welcome, brother. Welcome, Shanoop. Thank you for being here. God bless you. Lady JTV is in the house. Yes. Any other comments? Shanoop, welcome. Shanoop, welcome, brother. It's nice to see you here. I'm really happy. Thank you for the support. God bless you. Cherish says, in UK you get good money. I read that. Dorcas Acheng, you're still here. And guys, let's support Margaret Odira, the pinned person. She was only remaining with 51 to get to 1K. Your support will really be appreciated. So those who are planning to travel and work abroad, now you get the insights, the challenges that you're supposed to be prepared for. Jerry says, yes, here we work for taxes. All the money goes to taxes. Painful indeed. So it's good to work less hours. Otherwise, if you overwork, goes to taxes. Wow. So we're here, we are saying we want to go to Europe. Europe is good. And you have your share of challenges. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, how do you cope up with the situation there, Jerry? Because if all the money goes to tax, are we invited there? Can we come to Europe? Yes. Even here, we have cancelled taxes. Like now, I received mine yesterday. Lol, it's crazy. Don't be lied by anyone. Within EU, the only benefit we have is security and health coverage. Ah, wow. So no saving? You can't save? That's why someone asked me this question. In the one of the questions, someone said, Dida, you can do a video or you can discuss this in the live stream. Why is it that the people in the Gulf, people in the Middle East are the only ones who are investing back home? Like they go back home, they set up businesses and companies, they build houses, but those in Europe and the US and Canada, they don't do much. I was like, okay, I'll try to share this with my community because this is my first time to work abroad, and I've been here for 4 years. So I don't have the experience about US, about UK, Canada, or other countries. But maybe within my community, maybe I'll get one from those countries. Maybe they can share more about it. But now I start understanding. Okay. Home care queen vlog and TV vlogs. Welcome, 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 welcome. Feel at home. Cherish M says, oh, I left rentals also. Like for now, like for us, our house is 1,000 euros. Great Britain pounds. Oh, Great Britain pound equivalent to 1,300 USD. Ooh, that's too much money. So you can imagine spending that on rent. And in UK, you can survive on one salary as a family. Both of you have to work. You can't. Oh, wow. So both of you have to work. Let me see. 1,300 USD. How many rooms are these? Cherish. How many rooms are these? 2 rooms, 1 room, 1,300 USD. Wow. Yeah, even here in Kuwait, houses are very expensive. They are very expensive. But there are things like food is cheap. Food, even though they import food stuffs from other countries, but food here is cheap. Transportation here is cheap. There are no taxes. So there are advantages. There are advantages. Uh, huh. Hmm. Hmm. So if you're planning to go to Europe, UK, there you have it. There you have it. Let's share. Let's share. Let's share. Victoria, Pastor Victoria, Mima is still here. Oh, cousin, my cousin is here. Rebecca, Liam Prince. How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, happy people. Yeah, Jerry Money, you just work, lol. But of course, you can work and match as you want, but no, a huge amount will go to taxes. Yeah, so the more you work, the more you give taxes to the government. Like Dan, that's my cousin, Rabekam Lem Prince. Welcome, welcome, Rabekam. Margaret Odira still listening. Okay. Rabekam did a congrats for 1K plus. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my cousin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we have the pinned person, Margaret Odira. She was left with 51 to get to 1K. So if you have extras, please, let's support her. Let's support her. She's so supportive. She has been supporting me even in my absence when I'm at work. She gives me shout outs in other people's live streams. So it's good also to return the love back. So if you have extras, let's see Margaret Odira cross to this side of the of the club. Let her join the club, the 1K club. I'll really appreciate that. Barbie Priscilla. Yeah, Barbie girl. Priscilla, you did the Barbie girl challenge so much. Even now, Rebecca is calling you Barbie Priscilla. Yeah, Priscilla is the Barbie girl. Jerry, that is challenging Aki. Nate, I know, but people got used to that. So you prefer not working, Sana? Though there are Kenyans coming to Poland for work and they are treated differently in terms of taxes. Otherwise, people like us who have citizenship, lazima, we pay them taxes. So those Kenyans who are who are coming to Poland to work, they are treated different in taxes. So they don't pay taxes, Jerry. They don't pay taxes. You can elaborate on that. You can elaborate on that. So the other one is financial consideration. That's a challenge. I guess what I was supposed to say about this point has already been said. The financial consideration. No, this one now is a bit wide, because apart from the side of like rentals, paying rent, paying taxes to the government, because that is part of the financial consideration. On the other side is the way people are being paid. Because in other countries, like let's say mostly, that one now goes mostly in the Middle East, you'll find that the pay is not the same. You might be working somewhere, but there are people who are being paid more than you are, and you're doing the same job. So you should be prepared for that. I don't know what criteria they use, even though some of the companies, they look at where you're coming from, your economy, but we're in the same country, and we need money also here to survive it. I cannot go deep into that, but if you are planning to travel abroad, that is one thing you should be prepared for. It's a challenge. And also on financial consideration, over dependency, especially those of us who are coming from Africa. Most of the times, I don't say this because of my family, but I know I've heard so many stories about this, like over dependency. People know that you are working abroad and everyone is like, hey, could you send me like 2,000 Kenya shilling? Could you send me like this much, this much, this much? Over dependency. You are here, you've left your comfort zone back home, you've gone through the homesickness, you feel lonely, but you have to work because you want to make your ends meet. And we have people who are like, they don't know what you're going through. And if you don't give them money, they feel so bad. So that's a challenge. So if you're planning to travel out of the country to work abroad, you should be ready for those people. Sometimes even there are people who even don't talk to you. But when they learn that you travel out of the country, they'll be in your inbox every time. When you pop up on Facebook, they're in your inbox. Hello, Mambo. Hi. When you respond to them, the next question, they ask for money. If you don't give it to them, they start talking bad about you. Am I right? Is that happening to me only, or happening to even you guys in the chat? Okay, Cherish M says 3-bedroom house, and on top of the 1,000 Great Britain pound, I pay 150 GBP. Council taxes plus gas and electricity can be 300 GBP. So you can imagine all those bills on the household. I bet UK is overrated. Cherish M, you are scaring me. Because UK was in my bucket list. UK was in my bucket list. Now, Cherish M, you are scaring me. You are scaring me. Woo! Woo! 3 bedroom. So you're paying 1,000, then you have 150, that is council tax. Then you have 300 uh, for electricity and gas. Who? Who? Oh my God. Oh my God. But what about the pay? What about the pay? If you can be able to pay all this money, then it means the pay is good, Cherisham. Hmm? Wow, wow, wow. Nate, my principal is just 8 hours. That's it. Oh, Jerry, you work only 8 hours, no overtime. Okay, okay. Yeah, but Jerry, you said the other Kenyans who are coming now, they're treated differently. So if they're treated differently on the side of the pay, not on the side of the pay, but on the side of the taxes. So would you advise someone like me who maybe is planning to come to Poland to work? What's your advice? Do you advise me to work 8 hours just like you do it, or should I work more hours? It's a bit confusing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Home care is still in. Home care, thank you for being here. Uh-huh. Andrea Jacobs. Andrea Jacobs, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Nice to see you here. Welcome and feel free to interact as we share some of the challenges that cut across the board. Like if you are trying to travel out of your country to work abroad, what are the challenges that maybe someone who is planning to do that is bound to face? Mm-hmm. Betty says, no, Priscilla says true. Mm-hmm. Yes. Bev Artist Kitchen says, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be so embarrassed asking money from people. That's you, Bev. There are people who are not embarrassed. Even sometimes it goes to an extent like someone asked you for money, maybe last time, you gave them, you expected maybe they'll return that money, they didn't. And then they're coming back again. They're giving you like, stories, I have this, I want to do this and this. And maybe even the thing that they're telling you that they want to use the money for, maybe for you, you don't have. Maybe they want to buy a fancy stuff, or maybe they want to, So for you, you'll be embarrassed, but for them, they're not. They're not. There are people who are not embarrassed. They ask like, they're the ones who brought you here. If you don't give them, oh my God, the stories you'll hear so many stories about you. Mm-hmm. Yes, Bev. True, Bev. It's really embarrassing. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but people don't care. They don't care at all. They don't care. Mm-hmm. Laura, Mama Bev, and Jerry says, but don't be scared. You can still make a good life and save money if you are good in money management. Oh, at least you're giving me the hope. At least you're giving someone hope. Like, hey, you had scared us. Uh-huh. It depends. That's Rebecca. It depends as well if you are council or private tenant UK. Council or private tenant. So which one pays which tenant pays a lot of money? The council tenant or the private tenant? And for someone who is new, those of you who are in the UK, let's say Dida is here and wants to come to the UK. What's your advice? Like, because this is a challenge, the rental stuff, the money being paid for rent. What will be your advice? Like, Rebecca, your cousin Dida is here, wants to come to the UK to work. Would you advise me to go for the council rentals or private rentals? Or I'm new in the UK. What's your advice, especially on the side of rentals? And Jerry says, Dida, with them, they do even overtime, and I've met them, and they are very happy, the ones I met. Oh, okay, 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 okay. So so which means now the tax is different from the person, from the Kenyans who came recently working in private companies and those who have residencies like citizenship. Mm, mm, okay. Cherish M says the salary basic is just 1700 GBP. After tax, if you want to get more money, you pick up more shifts and get 2K GBP. With our case, my husband's salary is for bills and expenses. Mine is for saving and development. So which means now, let's say if you're in the UK, for you to do it well, then you need to have your partner. At least your full salary can be for the expenditure, and the other one now you can save. But if you are alone, it's a big deal, eh? There are helps from other organizations, but if you know, you know. We don't know. That's why we want to know. There are helps from other organizations, but if you know, you know. So helps in terms of like the place to stay. Like there are organizations that can help you with a place to stay if you're new. Rabekam, Dida, like you in UK, if you go alone, people share flats, so you divide the expenses, so don't be discouraged. Also, if you go with family, mnaweza jipanga pia mkiwa na jobs poa. Yeah, Njeri, you are right, because even here, apart from those who are being provided accommodation for by the company, there are people who rent flats. Like you can get someone. I have a friend who has a flat that is a 2-bedroom, then you have a kitchen and 2 bathrooms. So you rent such, and then there's something called subdivision here. Okay, you get these plywoods and do subdivision. So someone will just rent a space, a bed space. Sorry for that. We rent only a bed space. Understand? So here, if you are coming to the Middle East and you are coming direct, you're coming direct, because if you're coming with an agency, with a company, most of the companies provide accommodation, because life here is very expensive, especially on the houses. They provide accommodation. But if you came direct to the company and the company doesn't provide accommodation, then it depends with your salary. If you have a good salary, then you can rent an accommodation for yourself. You can rent a room for yourself. So like the ones I know, the colleagues I know that they rented, like a room here, let's say it's a 2-bedroom apartment whereby you have 2 rooms, maybe one master bedroom with a bathroom inside, then we have another bedroom with an outside bathroom with a shared kitchen. Such an apartment here in Kuwait goes for, let's say, at least 200 KD. 200 KD is like 80,000 Kenya shillings. Some go up to 300. It depends with the way it looks, if it's a new building, but from 200 KD, 250 or 300. So you can imagine, it's close to what Cherish M has shared here. So around from 80,000, from 80,000. So we have people who rent those apartments, and then they do the subdivision. So you sell a bed space to someone. So if you have like 6 people who have taken the bed spaces, then they pay the rent to you, and then you pay to the landlord. Farouk, thank you. I know you're still in here. I guess those who are in the bush, you are following the chat, Margaret Odira. Yeah. Because even if we are here in the Middle East, I know there are people who, apart from those who have not yet traveled, I know they're learning a lot from this. And those who are in the Middle East, because we have our own share of challenges here, especially the way the management in the companies, the salaries. I know we have people who are willing to or planning to travel to Europe and the UK. So at least it's good to have a know-how of what to expect when you get there. Mm-hmm. Uh, Where was I? Okay. Cherish M. I read that. Rabekam. I read that. Jerry says, Mkiwa poa. Yeah. Rabekam says, cancel tenant affordable, private than private housing. Oh, so cancel tenants is affordable. So guys, if you go to the UK and you're planning to rent an apartment, so you have to go for the council tenant. They're affordable than the private housing. Nice to know. Nice to know. Hey Dida Safari, Joyce Valeria official. Welcome, welcome sister. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Home care road to 1K. Yes, yes, yes. Natecho, let's you can check Margaret Odira. I pinned Margaret Odira. I think this song for Margaret Odira has to end. Let's see Margaret Odira across to the other side. Natecho, you can take that mission as we proceed. Home care also. Home care, I was in your house in the morning. Yeah, we'll make sure that you cross to this other side also. Rabekam, exactly. If you know, you know. That's Njeri Kimani to Rabekam. Okay, okay. I think we need to have more of these discussions, especially with the people who are in the other side. As we share our own here in the Middle East, you guys also need to share your own so that we can have an idea of what's happening around the globe. Okay, Cherish M says it's not easy to get council houses. The reason why I'm saying this is not to discourage anyone to come to UK, but just for you to explore other countries and for God to direct your path. Ooh, okay, okay. And Cherish M and Rabekam. If you see Jerry's comment that some people share apartments like Dida, like you in UK, if you go alone, shared flats. Oh, it was about UK. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. It's very depressing to live in UK without family. So I can't advise you to come alone and start sharing apartment because I'm a family person. So there are many things to consider when relocating. Oh, so if you get the opportunity and you're alone, Farouk, thank you for your support, but please try to reduce the what is it, the flooding, because for me here I have a tablet, I can see all the comments, but those who are using a normal phone, it will be very difficult for them to see the comments, because here we are sharing very nice stuff, especially the challenges. If you are planning to travel to another country, maybe UK, I don't know where you're watching me from, Farouk, but thank you for the love for Farouk. Just reduce the flooding, Farouk, my brother. Okay. Okay, UK most like aquarium, as long you are the paperwork to be legal and eligible grants to access medical care accommodation, not easy like Sad, I cherish. Oh, so we have these. If you do the proper paperwork in the UK, you can be eligible to get grants and access to medical care and accommodation, but it's not easy. Oh, that's why you are talking about the organization. I think I had something like this. Yeah, but now the challenge is, let's say now you are trying to look for these opportunities, and maybe I've gotten an opportunity for myself alone. How will I be able to take my family there? Hmm? Please support me. Yeah, guys, please support Farouk. Farouk vlogger. Please support Farouk. Okay, Farouk, please reduce the flooding messages. Farouk, visit friends and the love will come back to you. Yeah, exactly. Listening through zero V modes. Sorry, Natecho. Get well soon. Get well soon. Oh, I've reached end of the chat. Okay. So you can share more. You can share more about that. You can share more. So Margaret Odira is at 956. So 44 remaining. 44 remaining. So the health and healthcare is also a challenge, because now I know it's very different. Like here in the Middle East and in the UK, Europe, and US is very different, because I know there are companies that normally provide for a health insurance. Like if anything happens to you, then the company will take care of like your medical expenses, But there are companies that don't provide for medical insurance. The only thing that they provide for is the normal government hospitals. Like you go and you have to pay some cash and you are treated. But if something big happens to you that you need like to undergo like an operation, it's really challenging, which I know is different from the UK and the US, because now you've seen these people here, Rebecca, Michelle, Cherish M, Jerry. They're talking of medical insurance, medical cover, because it's very important. I can say you grab it. I've seen and know people who went, and within months they are able to bring their families, but some people are lucky, others are not. Yeah. Shayla, welcome, Shayla. Shayla, welcome. Thank you for coming. How you doing? How you doing? It's nice to see you here, Sheila. Yeah, it's good. If you get an opportunity, it's good to take it. You never know. You never know. So that's true. That's true, Jerry. That's true. Okay. Cherish M says UK is the worst country to be in alone, because there are no social life. So you need family, and you are allowed to bring family. That's why I said pray to God to direct your path relocation project. Wow. In fact, Cherish, after talking of health and healthcare as a challenge, the other point was social life. Social life is a challenge. Now here you're talking about UK, but this cuts across the board. Even here in the Middle East, there's no social life. Like in Kenya, whereby you can call your auntie and say, Auntie, I'm coming to visit you with my family. And you go have fun. They cook good, nice stuff for you. You have fun, or maybe there's a wedding. You can go to a friend's wedding or a friend's party. Here we don't have something like that, and if we have, then the way it's conducted is not like the way it's done back home. Because like if there's a wedding, you spend time, you can go there and stay for a day or two, especially if it's a relative. But here it's work. Even if you decide to plan a party, a birthday party, it's just for some hours, and people have to go and sleep, because the following day you have to go to work. You see? Yeah, so that's a challenge also. Social life. Rebecca, this website, gov.uk, is the most and best UK website for info. All you want to know. Okay, okay, guys. So if you want to know more about UK, you can go to that website, www.gov.uk. You can get more information about UK. Rebecca, correct. Yes, I cherish. Yeah, we are almost coming to an end. We are almost coming to an end, guys. Don't leave. Let me finish with. I'm remaining with three. In fact, it's one. It's one. The other one is weather. Yeah, there are two. The other one is weather. Weather is another thing which is a challenge. Those in in Europe, UK, I know during summer, during winter, your winters are really, really, really cold to a point where there's, the ice. And then on this end, in the Middle East, our summers are extremely hot. Like here in Kuwait, the summer can go up to 56 degrees. Like in my home area, the maximum I've experienced is 31 degrees in Mombasa, because it's a coastal city close to the ocean. And the good thing is that it's hot, but it's humid because you sweat a lot. But here in the Middle East, it's hot and dry, hot and dry. So if you're planning to come to the Middle East, you should be ready. You should be ready to experience a very hot environment, a very hot and harsh environment, because this place sometimes it gets extremely hot, dusty, and dry. You can imagine that. Yeah. Farouk, please slow down, slow down, slow down. You are flooding. Too much, brother. I really appreciate your support, but now if you continue like this, I don't want to block you because I know you are very supportive to me. Yeah, but please slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. People will support you. These people are so supportive. So that is about weather. So you should be prepared with this weather stuff. Here summer is very hot. And then the last one is about I think the other challenge is about, especially for if you're leaving Kenya and you're not coming with your family, like the way Cherish M said it here. If you're not coming with your family, or you are not traveling with your family, you are traveling by yourself, there are challenges like this. What do I call it? Like love or relationship life. Like how to cope up, like how do I put it? How to cope up with this situation? Like now you are here, like in the Middle East, you're not supposed to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. You cannot stay with someone you're not married to. So that's a challenge. You should be strong to stay here. You should be really, really strong. Yeah, so guys, we have 7 minutes. In the next 7 minutes, we'll be taking our flight. Yeah. So thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I think we have to have more of this. It will really help. It will really help for someone who wants to travel and work abroad, or those of us who are here and want to go to other countries. Yeah, so the last one was that, like I know the US, UK, the other countries in Europe, yeah, it's very free. You can meet someone and do whatever you want to do. But here, though it's happening, but it's not allowed. Yeah. Kavika is in the house. Kavika, you are in the bush, right? Gadgetile Prince, that's my cousin, Farouk. Kavikai, you are in the bush, eh? Now you are showing up. We have 5 minutes to go. That's when you are showing up, or you are busy. Uh-huh. Welcome, welcome, Kavikai. How are you doing today? How is your day going over there? Here it's 9. It's 10 o'clock right now at my place. Laura is still in. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura. Welcome, Kavikai. Hi, everyone. Been in bushes. I know. You like the bush. I hope you are safe in there. I hope you are safe, Kavikai. I hope you are safe in the bush. Nice to see you, Kavikai. Feel at home. Welcome, 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 welcome. Laura, thank you for the love hearts. And thank you for your participation in this live stream, guys. I really appreciate it. May God bless you. May God bless you. Even apart from the people who are supposed to benefit in this, those who want to travel abroad, so that they can be prepared about the challenges to face when working abroad. Even me, I've learned a lot. I have really, really learned a lot. So, yeah, so there's a question that has been posed by Mercy, and I have more questions in my Instagram inbox. So I will share. Thank you for the love hearts, Sister Kavi. I will share more of this. And I think the other question that has been asked a lot, I think like 3 people, they've asked about the love life, especially if you are dating, long distance relationship. What advice can I give to people, or how can people cope up with this long distance relationship stuff? Like you're working here and there are so many restrictions, and you have to make sure that your love life is still going on. Maybe you're in this country and your partner is in another country. How are you going about it? So I hope maybe in the next one we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. All right. So thank you, guys. We have 3 minutes to go. Looking here where we can take an Uber too. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for participating in this live stream. Thank you, Mercy, for participating. Rebecca, Jerry, Cherish M, you are so amazing. You see, even this live stream has been so engaging. Even our last segment that we normally do, checking our YouTube channels, the corrections we can do, we haven't had it. But in the next one on Saturday, I think we'll capitalize more on how to grow on YouTube, and then these topics will continue next week, especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. So Bev, if you're still in the house, Bev Artist Kitchen, I told you to stay until the end. Bev, are you still in? Bev, because I promised you that I checked your channel today. Bev, are you still in? Because today I wanted to check Bev and Flo and Ted, but they are not here. So I think we can do away with that. Bev went to sleep. She said good night. Oh, okay. So I think maybe in the next one, maybe we shall touch a bit of Wandera. Thank you. Still in here. Maybe in the next one we'll talk about Bev, because I've checked her channel from the first video. No, I was checking around, just watching random videos, and there's something that I have learned, I have noted, and if she corrects on that, there are videos which are not doing well, they will do well, because she has videos which normally get 2.6K views, has another one 4.4, 3.2, 2.7, 3.7, 1.4, but there are videos which of late they have not been doing well because of just one mistake. So I thought she was here, I could share that, so that she can make that those views go up. Flo and Ted is not here. Faith TV is not here. Yeah. So maybe next time on Saturday, I'll try to share with them, and I'll pick maybe 2 of those who attended today's live stream. Yeah. So guys, thank you also for the last live stream, because I was struggling with redirecting, and we ended the live stream. But when I came back, you guys came back for me. But now I am a pro. Today we are taking an array. You know what do we call it? A flight. We are taking a flight today. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting me, guys. I really appreciate your support. May God bless you. May God bless you so much. Okay, okay, okay. Most of them upcoming. Yeah. Let me check if this person is still live. I don't want you to fall into the Indian Ocean as you go, because if I do that, I know tomorrow I'll be the topic of the day and I'll be at work. Yeah. All right. It's still live. So guys, we are going to So guys, we are going to this lady. We started this journey together, and she was at 1,000 subscribers before me, and she's so supportive to me, even though she hasn't been coming to my live streams. But I know, you see, right now I'm live and she's also live, but it's good to support each other, despite the fact that maybe someone didn't come to your live stream, you know. Yeah. So we are going to Naomi Misoga. We are going to Naomi Misoga. Moving Wheels. Hello, Dida, watching from Kenya. Wow. Welcome, welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're good. We are good. We've had a nice time here. We are almost coming to an end of this live stream, but we are taking a flight to another house. So let's meet there. Moving Wheels. And please like the video, like the live stream as you come in, moving. And if you are not connected with me, please subscribe to this channel and be part of this family. This is an amazing family, and the people you see in the chat are so supportive. If you are a content creator, they will support you, and you are here to grow together. Thank you for coming, and may God bless you. Wandera, I see you, brother. Kavikai, thank you. Kavikai, thank you. Thank you for coming. Laura, Njeri Kimani, Cherish M, all of you guys, I can see you, Farouk. Thank you for coming, and let's meet on the other side. Let's go and support. I'm good. Glad to join. Thank you. Thank you. Esh me, can you say happy birthday to? Okay, happy birthday to you. All right, guys. Yes, I'm in content creating. Okay. When we get there, because now we are almost coming to an end. We are ending this live stream. But when we get there, just connect to the people. The people you see here, you'll see them on the other side. So just connect with them, and then they'll connect back to you in the after 24 hours. And these people are so supportive because I've grown really very fast because of these people. They're so supportive. So thank you for coming. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Give the video a thumbs up, and let's meet on the other side. Kavikai and the rest, Jerry, Wandera, Laura, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. Me, thank you for coming and happy birthday to you. Moving Wheels 26, thank you for coming and big up to you. May God bless you. Thank you for your support. Until next time, let's meet on the other side. All right. When we get there, please remember, we are writing Dida raid. Okay? Dida Safari raid. You know how we do it. Currently, which side? Don't worry, just stay here, and you'll be taken automatic, because it's an automatic raid. You'll be taken to another house, to another lady who is very supportive also. Her name is Naomi Misoga. Let me first confirm if she's still live. I don't want you to fall into the Indian Ocean. Yeah. Okay. Okay, kindly which side? Okay, yeah, you understood. Okay, so let's go on the other side. No. Why is... Are you still on? Yeah, she's still on. Okay, bye guys. Let's go to the other side. See you, and God bless you so much.